So hello YouTube people. Today we're going to take a look at this Stürmgeschütz 4 Sonderkraft for StuG 163. That is an assault gun from World War II. The Stürmgeschütz 3 and 4 were pretty effective. After the Allies had stronger tanks, they took the Panzer III and Panzer IV and made them into put a casemate on it with a stronger gun. The Jagdpanzer were more for tanks. They were anti-tank guns, and this was for infantry positions and bunkers and stuff like that. But they could also penetrate tanks. So here, as you can see, it had 4 trees of plastic. It had crewmen, which I don't have, I didn't build them. Like on most of Tamiya kits, you start here assembling the sprocket, road wheel, idle arm. Then here you go to the back. This is the back plate with the exhaust and toolboxes and stuff. Support rollers. We'll put the rear panel on, and suspension parts here with support rollers. Here's the road wheels, idler arm, and sprocket. Then here you start building the gun. It has an internal part, but you can't see it from outside. You can maybe see it a little bit from the commander's hatch, which is the hatch from the commander's hatch is missing. But like I said, it's about 20 years old, so parts do fall off in 6 different moves. So here's some internal parts and fenders. And then here you have the whole details, Pioneer tools and tools for the gun. And this is it's where the spare road wheels go. The commander's hatch isn't missing, never mind. Well, there's an armor plate here for the machine gun. I think it's an MG34, but I'm not exactly sure. There's also a couple of handles here. Then you go here and make also the spare road wheels. Here's the jack, the hooks, the cupola, the armor plate that goes on the front. Actually, my armor plate's not there. I don't know. I did something else here. I have another piece there. Don't know. A toolbox in the back, and here are the supports for the armor plates on the side. The armor skirts. Oh yeah, that's what I have in the back. It's a bulletproof cement block. So I guess the other part's there, but you can't see it. Then here you have the other side, the supports for the armor plates. Then you build the armor plates and these hooks. These hooks break off so easily that mine's missing about half of them already, but the skirts still stay on like that. Then you have the spare track and the antenna to build. And here, as far as painting, they're all, it says paint them all in Africa dark yellow. I did do my skirts differently though. I didn't have my skirts in Africa dark yellow. We'll see that in a minute. But it has different units here. There's 8 different units you can make it. I'm not even sure which one I made it. Mine is the 9th Panzer Division. That's what I have, the 9th Panzer Division. So that's the instructions. They're normal Tamiya instructions, as you probably anybody that's ever built into Tamiya kit knows. So I'm going to go ahead and take the skirts off and show you the insides. You can see I weathered the skirts with some mud. And now that I detailed some of it, did some more weathering, but I didn't finish everything because I didn't do the exhaust yet. But you see here how many supports are missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it has supports on the top and on the bottom. So 6 are missing from this side. 7 are missing from this side. But they still stay on, because these are the most important ones that hold it on. And these kind of just hold it in place at the right angle. And it still stays on, but all the supports are missing, which is kind of stupid. And it's stupid the way they did it too. Because instead of putting positioning holes, they just have like nubs there, and you glue it on top of the nub. And they would have had positioning holes. I think it would have been stronger. You know, on the handle or on the support, like little teats, and then in holes in the armor plate for that. So let's take a look here. Now I do my tools and stuff a little differently now. You see that the exhaust isn't rusted. I wasn't really doing that back then, but I plan on, well, I don't know if I can get it off at all. I'm going to try to take it off and redo it. If not, then I'll have to do it while it's on the kit. The tow cable doesn't look all that great. It's black and it does have some dirt on it, but I would like to redo that as well. The track is decently done, spare track, even though it looks kind of pinkish because I used the Revell rust color, and that's how it looks, and it doesn't look very rusty. It should be like a brighter reddish orange. You see here I did the road wheels, I put silver on them, but it doesn't look that good. I think it's actually rubber, but I can take it all off and redo it, because they are with poly caps. I did a lot of dirt and mud on it, a lot of dust on the top. You can see the commander's hatch is open. This NG-34, I think it's an NG-34. These aircraft are sure noisy. I think it looks pretty good for its age. It does need some more work, some new work. I can't do too much with the decals, but I did. I mean, this one looks like there's nothing done to it, but there's actually a coat of dark color over it, but it didn't really show up that well. Like most Tamiya kits you see, this has on the bottom, it has the holes for the motorization, which, you know, like I said before, I don't really worry about those. I did do a little bit of a holes look for the axe, and it doesn't have a shovel anymore. That should be black. I don't know if I can get it back up when you do it. The cleaning things, all in all, I mean, I didn't do all that much detail, but I redid it a couple years ago, somewhat. You see the concrete block here, I kind of missed doing that. But what I did do when the first time I redid it, I'll be doing it again, is this. Instead of having the normal desert yellow, or Africa dark yellow, I did my own camouflage, thought up camouflage pattern on the skirts, and I think it turned out pretty good. You see I did some scratches as well, like these scratches here. I just kind of took something and it's like it rubbed against something, and same here. On the bottom I put a dark brown, but I put a lighter beige over the whole thing. You see around the yellow is red rings. And I think they turned out pretty good. This is probably one of the favorite builds I've done, and it still looks good after all these years. But it's gonna get done again in more detail with the exhaust and the tools and stuff being weathered and rusted. As far as the hooks, I think I can probably take something metal, maybe a model knife or something, and melt some holes into it, and then use some brass wire so it has them on there at least. But other than that, it's a good kit, a really good kit, and it's an older Tamiya kit too. I mean, I bought it in like 2000 or 2001 maybe, and it was already old when I bought it, so I think it's a really good kit for his age, and I think it turned out really good. But like I said, it could be better. Even the exhaust looked good. It has a hollow exhaust. You don't see that every day on models. So next time we'll be taking a look at this Grumman F3 F1. Now I kind of bought this in collaboration, or whatever you want to call it, with my USS Saratoga. While the Saratoga has F3F Grumman fighters on it, but you can't really see them, so I wanted a bigger version of it, as well as the Goshawk, and I also wanted the TG2, but that I can't find. The TG2 was the torpedo bomber that they had, but I couldn't find it anywhere in 1/48 scale. But I wanted to take those three aircraft and hang it over the USS Saratoga, so you could actually see what the aircraft looked like. So all I got was the F3 F1, and I also got a F11C2 Goshawk. But the Goshawk is a very, very old kit from Lindbergh, and we may take a look at that someday as well. It's not very, I don't know, very few parts. Let me just say it that way. It's probably, I think it's from the 60s or maybe the 50s, I don't know. It's a really old kit. But I had this idea to put these aircraft also above the aircraft carrier so you could see what the aircraft looked like, not just the little miniatures. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and until then,